All right, I think we'll go ahead. Anybody that's on, you want to announce your name and where you're from?
Shannon's here from Warrenton, Missouri.
Hey, girlfriend. Hey, Shannon.
Hey.
Hey, Rhonda.
Hey, sweetie. Is that Michelle?
Nope, it's Christine.
Christine, okay.
I thought it was Michelle, too.
She did sound like Michelle. Okay, well, I'm going to introduce Rachel. Most of y'all know Rachel Brown, but if you don't, Rachel has been with Saba for 7 years. I was just telling Rachel, I was like, man, time goes by fast. And she was Executive Platinum.
Platinum.
I made you Executive Platinum, you know? So that's what you're going to fix in debate, so we'll just skip over that Platinum. What I wanted to say is Rachel is going to be talking tonight about a little hidden gem we have called the Star Bonus Program. And she brought to my attention that if people work this program, they can actually, if they hit the Grand Star Bonus, then they'll actually be reaching bronze. It's going to put them, you know, into the sales pool probably and qualify for their trip. So Rachel is a great leader. She is a mom like me that helps her grown children, raises grandchildren, and still works her self every day working her Saba business so that she can make life better and support her grandchildren. So I am just so proud of her and so proud to call her my friend and business partner. And so here, I just want to introduce Rachel, and she is going to tell y'all, we're going to talk about this Star Bonus Program. It's pretty detailed, so we won't go over it all tonight. We'll just do a quick run through and let y'all ask questions, and then we're going to keep talking about it till we all get it in our heads. Okay? Okay, Rachel, you can go on, and I'm going to mute because I'm going to have to drive.
Hey, y'all. Thank you, Rhonda. First thing I want to say, and I have to say this, I can't start without saying it. I am in love with my coffee. I'm telling you, at 51 years old, raising these 3 boys, and we have been so busy the last couple weeks. I don't know what I'd do without it. I'm telling you, I feel awesome. I am having a fibromyalgia flare, but I'm feeling good through this, you know, dealing with it and getting through it and just staying busy all day. So I'm excited about the growth that I'm seeing in our team and company-wide. This is it, you guys. So when this Star Bonus program came out, and I'm assuming that most of us on this call have been around for a little bit, and we do have some new ones, I'm sure, on the call. When the Star Bonus came out, I started watching the video that Gary put out on that. I've watched it a zillion times. I've printed out the steps to earning the car bonus. You know, I want to know it from the beginning to the end, and I want to earn it from the beginning to the end. So I've been looking at that, and I'm like, you know, this is genius. This is really a program that if we look at it, work it, train it to our associates, our existing associates, our new ones coming in, this program is set up to make Saba success stars. I'm telling you, it is here. So I have it in front of me because I printed it out. I read this, and I go over it, and I'm like, man, if everybody just would look at this and see what I'm seeing here. If we can train our new people coming in to work this program, what it will do is it will build your income. It will help you hit top sales. It will help your new people coming in to fast track to director and to the bronze, and there's all kinds of cool little things in between doing that, and we're going to start with the Saba Star Bonus. And what that is first you get your 3, and what you're doing, you're looking for 3 associates that want to build that want success. But in the process of looking for those 3, you also are looking for preferred customers, and you're also retailing your product and working your business, okay? So sign up, enroll as many associates a month or preferred customers a month, and get your retail out there. It's all very important, and it all comes together. So what you're looking for is your first 3 associates that have a combined QV that is at least $300. So that could be, well, y'all know the kits, and if somebody doesn't know what point values the kits have, we'll get that to them, show them where to find that. But you know, with our enrollment packs, I mean, you have the Momentum kits, you have the Saba 60, you have the Empower, and in that, and I'm just going to use an example because I have one that got her starred this month in 8 days. So she had 2 that come in, 2 associates. She's had a lot of preferred customers come in, but she's had at least 2 of them that are associates come in on the $45 Empower kit. And then she had 1 that came in on that 6-bottle canister of Empower. So she's got her 300-point combination between 3 of those associates, and I think she's had more associates come in as well. You can earn as many stars as you can get in a month. So she's got that star. So if you accomplish that, I got to back up a second. I want to make sure everybody knows that they have to have a personal QV of $100 in product sales. So our personal sales. So if you have accomplished that step, getting your 3 in the first 14 days of the month, you win $75. And if you do that in 30 days, you win $50. So you can win as many $75 you want in that first 14 days, or that you can get in there, and you can win as many $50 ones as you want. So if you do it in 14 days, and the 300 qualifying points between 3 of them, that's $75. In 30 days, it's still the 300 qualifying points, and that's a $50 bonus check. Each new person coming in has, from the day they became an associate, to 30 days to earn their first 7 stars, okay? All existing distributors, this restarts for us on the first day of each month. Every month. We get to get stars every month. So then the next step, you can do this in your first month too, but the next step is the Saba Rising Star. So you've got your 3 workers. You got your 3 associates, and you can have more, but you got your 3 associates, and you help those 3 to get their 3. And that you have to meet the qualifications for that. You have to be qualified as a Saba active distributor, maintain a minimum personal QV of 100 in product sales, sell 3 product packs to 3 new Saba distributors with a gross QV on combined legs of no less than $300, and teach these 3 new Saba distributors to sell product packs to their 3. And then you have to have a combination of no less than a QV of 1,200 on combined legs on their team, okay? If you have accomplished this in 14 days of the month, you win $300. If you have accomplished this in 30 days, you win $200. If you have accomplished this in 60 days, you win $100. So remember, the QV for the Saba Rising Star is combined legs of 1,200 points. And this is where I want to look at that Empire kit. You know, the big kit, the $999 kit, that's 999 points right there. So, you know, you can get a couple, you can get a couple Saba 60s or a Momentum pack and a one come in on a $45 kit. I mean, this is something that is very achievable. So, who is eligible for this? You got your new and existing distributors. 14 or 30 days from the day of joining for new Saba distributors or from the first day of each month for existing Saba distributors. Restart on meeting all of the Saba Rising Star requirements or 60 days from joining Saba as a new Saba distributor. So your new people coming in right now, they got 60 days from the day they started to meet and become a Saba Rising Star. Okay. Then we have the Saba Superstar comes next, and that's you. You get your 3. You help those 3 to get their 3, and you help those 9 to get 3. You must be qualified as a Saba active distributor. Must maintain a minimum personal QV of 100 in product sales, sell 3 product packs to 3 new Saba distributors with a gross QV on combined legs of no less than 300. And then your first generation teach each of those 3 new Saba distributors to do their 3 product packs. And then that'll be your second generation, and then teach all of them to get theirs, and that would be 3 sets of 9, or 3 sets of 3. That would be 9 new Saba distributors. And that would be your third generation. So that you generate a combined QV of no less than 3,500 from both legs in your team. If you do this in the first 14 days of the month, you win $800, guys. If you can accomplish this in 30 days of the month, you win $500. If you have accomplished this any time, you win $200. So those who are eligible for this is your new and existing Saba distributors. Restart on meeting all of the Saba Superstar requirements. Guys, this right here, these 3 right here just blows my mind. You can do the math on that. That's a lot of bonus money. But guess what? You're going to be signing preferred customers. You're going to sign associates. You may have 5 associates, but 3 of those may equal the 300 combined QV, and you'll have your stars. And while you're doing this, while you're working on this bonus pool, you can fast track to director, and that's by having a personal minimum QV of 100, have 4 personally enrolled active Saba distributors or preferred customers. Using this program, generate a gross QV on your combined strong and weak legs of no less than 3,500 within 30 days. You must be a Saba Superstar. And then it goes on to explain the rewards. Earn first generation matching bonuses of 50% and second generation matching bonuses of 20%. And while you're doing this and you're reaching your new people and you're reaching for that director status, you're also earning the Saba Top Sales Pool. That's one of your goals. You want to always have that as one of your goals. And that there, you need 5 people, preferred customers or associates, that have that sign up as preferred customers or associates, and they have to have between those, have to have 500 points during the month. So you could have 10 or 20 of them, you know, but you have to have at least 500 points, and each enrollment kit has a point. They have points. So, you know, top sales, if you're going for that top sales pool and the Saba bonus, the Saba Star bonus, you guys, there's great things to come in the future for you, for your team. And if you're teaching your new ones to come in and teach them to do this Star Bonus program and teach them to fast track to director and teach them to fast track to bronze, and that's where we're at now, you must achieve a combined QV of 12,000 from both legs. You get to use your strong leg and your weak leg for them to get that 12,000. That's fast tracking to bronze. The rewards for this, and you also have to have completed the Superstar bonus. And that reward for that person is they earn their first generation matching bonuses of 50%, and they earn their second generation matching bonuses of 20%, and they earn their third generation matching bonuses of 10%. If you do this in 30 days, that's $500 cash bonus. If they do this in 60 days, if they hit this bronze in 60 days, that's $400 cash bonus. If they do it in 90 days, it's $300. But if they do it any time, that's going to be $200. Following this, fast track to bronze. And that's in your Star Bonus program. You guys, I know I went through it really quick. There's more to it. We need to make sure everybody prints out or are aware of their enrollment kit, because you'll have your starter kit, your skinny kit, your Saba 60 kits. You know, there's a lot of opportunity here. There's a lot of points here for those enrollment packs. And those are going to get you the bonuses. Those are going to fast track you into your promotions to director to bronze. And it even goes further. It goes to silver. And listen to this. Listen what can happen. Saba Leadership Card or cash bonus. Man, I'd like to have that card bonus. So, Saba now has one of the easiest ways to achieve a car bonus or a travel allowance in the industry to help you with your expenses to train and develop your team. You can earn a car bonus between $400 and $800 per month towards a white or black BMW, Mercedes, or Lexus purchase or lease payment. Qualified Saba distributors may also elect to take a cash bonus if they choose. Requirements: must be paid as a gold, director, or higher for at least 2 consecutive months. Must have a pay side increase in at least one of the 2 months. And you're expected to have activity within your team, doing training and supervising your downline with at least 2 team meetings and 4 conference calls or webinars per month. At rank of Gold Director, you can get a car bonus of $400, or you can get a cash bonus of $360. At Platinum, car bonus of $500 or cash bonus of $450. Executive Director, $800 car bonus or $720 cash bonus. So, to me, guys, every time I watch the video Gary made, every time I go after my stars, and I'm always looking for, hey, who's going to do this with me? Who wants to do this with me? You know? And guess what? We're really close. We're really close this month already, and we're just right one day from the middle of the month. We're really close to doing the Rising Stars. So we have one, like I said, she got her stars, her associate, in the first 8 days of becoming an associate herself. So this program here, you guys, I can't say it again how much I just think it's genius. I've review it. I look at it all the time. And if you want to build your business fast, strong, it's very important to have that strong foundation. The money is here. And then not only, you get enrollment bonuses. Your people are going to get enrollment bonuses. You're going to get enrollment bonuses on some of those kits. Not to mention all the other ways that Saba has offered us to make an income, you guys. If you grab hold of this, teach it, preach it, do it, say it, dream it, make it come true. The sky's no longer the limit. The universe is the limit. Each and every one of us have the opportunity to be successful with Saba. And you guys, here we go. We're on a ride none of us are ever going to forget. So, Rhonda,
I agree, Rachel. And we've done this. We didn't have to start a program when we came out with Original Ace.
I know. I wish we did.
But we know how it can blow up. And like I told you guys, the ones of y'all here now, before we go into momentum with this coffee, are the ones that are going to reap the benefits of when we blow up. So what is amazing to me is all the excitement, all the business coming in. I've seen 3 people have $1,000 orders since last week, whether they were enrollment kits or orders. I know Rachel, I think Bridget, and Cheryl Porch had one. And that's just 3 that I know of. So we've talked about this, and if you don't have $1,000, we know what you need to do. You need to pre-sell your coffee, right? So
absolutely.
Pre-selling. Something that I think a lot of people don't know is you can call in and get a $435 preferred customer kit. Did you know you could do that, Rachel?
Yes, I just learned that just a couple weeks ago.
Yep, and I didn't really know that we could still do that either. But
they have to be call-ins.
Yes, and I did it Friday. I pre-sold a bunch of Ace bottles, and this woman that had been giving me, customers and leads, I said, you know what? Let's just get you enrolled so you can make some money off these people that you're referring to me. Because you cannot be greedy in this business. It cannot be all about you. You can be, but you won't really ever be real successful. You might get lucky and make some money, but if you do not have the way our plan is set up, a binary plan, when you only have 2 legs, I love it because you can put the people under the people under whoever's working. Now, I don't work under people that aren't working, because it's not going to do any good. So when you hear Rachel tell these qualifications, the first thing you need to do before next week is go into the back office. And Rachel, where do they tell them where to find Gary's videos, like what's the tab called and the print.
Okay. You go into your website and you click on business, and then you go down to business resources, and it's there in the library.
Gotcha.
So, and then I printed them out in order so that I can look at them every day. And I do look at it every day.
And that's what you have to do. If you want to reach a goal, like I told you, you got to know where you're going, so you got to know how to get there. So, to me, I have to see things in writing on paper. Like, when I hear Rachel tell this program, I'm taking notes, I'm writing it down, and then I need to have it in front of me and look at it every day. Like you said, if I focus on, if you reach this rising star and the top star, if you hit bronze to the star program, then you're gonna be qualified for the trip. That's all you got to do is hit bronze, and then have an increase 3 out of 4 months. It can be a $1 increase. It's not set at a certain amount. Demendra set this so so this was attainable for everybody. And I know when you're on here and you're listening and you hear 7,000, 12,000, I know you guys, and I know what you're thinking. You're going, I don't even want to say these words because it's not true, but you're going, I can't do that. Yes, you can.
But you can.
And you cannot speak that over yourself. You walk around and you just talk to yourself and tell yourself how fabulous you are and how you're going to hit this star bonus this month and just be laser focused in on it. And it will happen because you now have a product that is going to blow up like our original Ace did. And we didn't even know what we were doing. We didn't have a clue. It just started selling like crazy and people was chasing us and we was making money like crazy. And we didn't even know what we were doing. So now that Rachel's been here 7 years, it's going to be different this time. You know, I'll never forget, I met Rachel. I went to do a meeting for a girl named Ashley in Owensboro, Kentucky. And Rachel and Kim, Heather Dewey, there was a whole slew of them there. It was Rachel's birthday. And
they drugged me in there because I wasn't going to no meetings.
Exactly. And then, you know, they met me, and I was just somebody like them. And I'm country, I'm just a mama. So they're sitting there listening to my story going, well, I know they're thinking, well, if this lady can do this, I can do this. And that's how you just grow your business. And, you know, they're not even in my pay leg. I went to hold this meeting to help somebody else, but I do make a matching bonus off of all of them. And it does qualify me, you know. And you just can't always think about what's in it for me. Just go help people, teach people, and it all comes back to you. You know, the company refers people. When people just call in or sign up online, they go and find somebody in that area that is working, and then they refer them to you. So if you're working, then in their mind, your name is going to come up when we call them an orphan when someone just calls in. So just get in your head, you know, or don't get in your head. Sometimes we get in our head and we talk ourselves out of things. But I'm telling you, all of us did this. All of us did it, didn't know what we were doing. We were nothing special. But we know that we have to learn how the money pays out. How do you maximize the program? How do you make the most money? You have got to know that. You need that sheet. You know, we got a new sheet of the kits. I saw someone posted it today in our leadership page for somebody. And you need to have, I suggest you just buy one of those folders like the kids use with the clips inside and the little pockets, and get you some clear inserts. Slide those. This is the way I do it. I stick those inserts down in the folder and stick that in my planner and carry that wherever I go. So, like Monday, I'm going to meet a girl that was one of my big Saba associates. Well, she was an AMS person like 20 years ago. So it was, you know, I want to be able to sit down with her and not just have a computer, and actually sit down with her and go over this. Now, will I start telling her all the deep parts of the STAR program? No. I'll just talk about Get Your Three. Because you don't want to overwhelm people when they first come in. So
Right.
I would talk to them about, see, that's what you got to write down in your head and get a plan. Because everybody does it their own way. We don't have a set way because we didn't want bosses, you know, we didn't want jobs. So you write down what feels comfortable to you and what excites you and show them how they can get started quick and make some money right away. You know, number one, get your stars, get your 500 points, get in the bonus pool, like she said, people are buying these big packs with the coffee. When Demendra called me and we were designing these packs, I said, hey, these people will buy. They don't want to wait on inventory. They want to buy a big pack. They can move this and pay their credit card off before the bills ever due. Then they just keep doing that. Just keep doing that and keep doing that. And it is so much easier than what y'all think. Mm-hmm. But once it gets out there, we were talking about it, and really we've only had it about 3 weeks. And it's just the results that are coming in are really amazing. All the, a lot of people are saying, oh, I lost 10 pounds in 10 days. That's almost Megan, I heard her say that. That's almost that is a pound a day. Mm-hmm. So I've got a girl that just said to me, I need to lose 75 pounds. I haven't seen her in years, and she was never overweight. And I can't imagine how it feels to have that extra 75 pounds. That is like carrying my 10-year-old grandkid around on your back all day long. So, number one, you want to help people get healthy, because if they lose weight, what is that going to do? That's going to jumpstart their business. Everybody's going to want what they got. So you got to do all these little things, like we talk about every week. You got to do all these things to earn these bonuses. It is a business. There's a lot of stuff to remember, to get straight in your head, but that's why I just stick that little folder. And, I used to give those out, and I'm going to start doing it again. I would make up a little folder like that for everybody that joined, and I would put my business card in there, some brochures, the printed out sheets on the sales tool, the STAR program, the kits, anything that they need to look at on a daily basis to figure it out. I can tell you that most companies that pay a car bonus require you to go and buy a car. I mean, you don't get the bonus if you don't go buy the car. Well, that's what I liked about our bonus, was because when we came out with that, I had a car that I had just bought, 2 years before, and I loved my car. I didn't want to go buy a new car because I have a lot of kids. I have to drive a big SUV, a Mercedes, any of the Mercedes, Lexus, none of those are going to work for me and these kids. It would just have to be a separate car. So I just take whatever level I'm at, I take the cash bonus and pay the car note for the car that I have. Mm-hmm. So, when you reach executive platinum and you're getting an $800 bonus, you can pay 2 car notes for that. You can buy you a new second car. And how cool is that to have you? My father-in-law just bought a Corvette. I was like, I had a Corvette. I should be driving that. I got to get on this with my coffee. I'm gonna have me an Empower Corvette on the side. And I heard that they are getting us some magnets ready. Shouldn't be long to go in the cars. I mean, we didn't wait. That was one thing I liked about the way Demendra did this. We did not wait till every little thing was in place, every little graphic, every car sign. We got the product out there. And what is cool is everybody's been selling tubs, and it's so easy. So when, you get sample packs out and you start selling your I like the try it packs. Tina and Danielle say that, try it packs for $20, or they can get $30. Those are easy breezy to sell. But the big thing in all of this, in your little folder that you carry around, you need to have a prospect list. On that list, you have prospects of people that you need to talk to. You have another sheet of people that you have spoken to and you need to call back. Maybe you've sent samples. And then you have, I have a sheet of retail customers. I have a sheet of people that signed up to be preferred customers. Every month, get your planner, and you got to keep up with your numbers. And I know at the first of next month, we're going to start doing a graphic. And everybody that has an increase, we're going to do a graphic. These people are on their way to selling the high fees on the cruise, and we're going to put your names in there. And so that is going to remind them, hey, I didn't even know that I could do this, but my name's up here. You know, I could do this. I could go on this cruise. And we have a grand time on cruises, don't we, Rachel? We have a big time on some cruises. And Demandra takes good care of us. We get the best of everything. So I just want you guys, like we said last week, we're thinking bigger. And we are not playing around. We've got the product. We're getting everything else in place here. Now we have to learn and relearn every which way that we can get paid and make bonuses. And most people don't even know that they can, and that is for new people that come in that can do that fast track, right, Rachel? And
on the fast track to your director and the bronze would be for your new ones coming in. But guys, for all of us that's been around, I mean, on bronze, they can get that 12,000 on both them legs. They get to count both their legs. If they're on your pay leg, that's 12,000 in your pay leg of volume. So you want to help them meet their goal. You want to help them get to bronze.
Yeah, it's
very
doable. Very doable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you get two people to get there. That's 24,000. You're almost at gold.
Yeah.
You're 1,000 from being gold.
Exactly. So now, everybody, if you're star 6, if you have any questions for Rachel, speak up now and ask your questions. You may need to sit down and look at this and go over it in your head and write your questions down when you're doing that with your paper. And then next week, we're going to come back to this again. We're going to see who's hit it, who's on their way. Are y'all understanding it more? What do we need to do to help you get there? And we're doing it ourselves so that we can know what to do, right, Rachel?
Right. And if there is a question that I or Rhonda, neither one really have the answer for, we will get that. I was on a call with Terry on Sunday because I second guessed myself a little bit. You know, I already knew it, but I second guessed myself a little bit, so I had to make sure that I did know what I know. It's in my brain. I've been looking at it for a long time, you know. So there's help for us, and we'll get your questions answered.
And that is the thing. The people need to hear things. I've been here 22 years, and I will hear the same training over and over, and then say to myself, oh, my gosh, why did I stop doing that? I know that. Because you need to always rehear things over and over and over. You say, oh, I know that. You won't know it because you will hear something each time that you did not hear the first time. So,
Rhonda.
Yes.
It's Michelle. So I just realized that I probably could have hit that last month, and I didn't realize it till I just heard it again tonight. But so the people that we already enrolled this month, if we enroll them as a PC, can we roll them over as an associate or just starting from the beginning?
You can upgrade them to an associate, but it doesn't count twice. Is that what you're meaning?
No, it'll count
wait
once.
A minute. I got
but will it count towards the star?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
So that's a good thing to know that you already got them in as a PC. It doesn't cost them anything to be a distributor. And, you know, I even tell people if I don't know them well, I will say, you know what, just call this number, give them your social, you know, because if maybe I feel weird about asking them for their social security number, and if I feel a kind of weirdness with them, I'll say, okay, this is the 800 number. You can give me your Social Security number, but if you feel better just calling in, just call and give it to the company. They're going to upgrade you. You're going to have your website, blah, blah, blah. Now you can start, making some money. But why wouldn't somebody do that? It doesn't cost anything. But we just don't ask. We have to.
And that person's 30 days on our 14 days and 30 days starts on the day they become an associate.
Perfect. So, in other words, even though they've been enrolled for maybe 2 weeks, they actually start their star bonus the day they become an associate, where they can work on it.
That's the way I understand it.
You're right. And I love the way Michelle said, I didn't get it till I heard it again. I heard it this week. And I'm with you, girl, because I didn't even know they could fast track with both legs. We were sitting in this leadership meeting. I was like, how did I not know this? Do y'all know this? I'm looking around at everybody. Nobody knows.
It's been there, but we didn't know it. And when we look at this, and that's what I've been saying since this came out, I wish we could show this to our people. Show this to our new people coming in. I mean, this is genius. This is helping people promote up.
So when you're doing it, when people are coming in new, are you just starting them out, explaining the first step, maybe the second, but not going all the way deep?
First couple days, I tell them about the very first one, the Saba Star Bonus. And then when we begin our training, I'm not training new people the old way. I'm training new people coming in completely using our Saba Star Bonus program and hitting that top sales bonus pool.
That's perfect. That's perfect because when you're training people, it is so in your head. And I'm going to tell you, most months, me or Steve one gets in the bonus pool, and I forget about the STAR program, and a lot of times I go, well, I'm just going to put that app in tomorrow. Well, because I waited till the next day, it might have made me miss getting the STAR bonus. So, see, it's got to be programmed in it.
And for y'all who've been around me, Rhonda, and lots of y'all on the call here, we've been around a while, right? So I get these pictures, like these, I envision it. I can see it. What if I have 3 people out there that are getting their 3, who are getting their 3, who are getting the 3, What if I personally enrolled 3 of them people that are all out there doing that? That's what I said. The universe is the limit, guys.
It is.
The big picture.
That's what you have to see. Don't think small. And the cool thing is that it just happens. It'll just happen if you know where you're going. If you know what the requirements are, and you're just out there working. Like Rachel has got Megan, who already has 19 enrollments. We're not even halfway through the month. So what if she'd have just gave up and said, well, I just can't do this. I've been here 7 years, and, I'm just making all these excuses. No, she just kept on and kept on contacting the people until she found her a Megan. Now she's going to go look for another one and another one. And then she's
I'm not quitting.
Exactly, because we're stubborn, and it's achievable. It's very achievable.
Mm-hmm.
So, anybody else got some questions?
Now, don't stress on it. Just study it, teach it, preach it, live it, dream it. Because the thing is, your new people are going to make money here. And that is big. I mean, we've got the product. We've got the product. That's a definite. We got to show them the money, too. And there it is.
And you have to do that. That is where, when I first started making big money, somebody said to me that was a platinum, you shouldn't talk about the money. It makes people feel bad. I said, are you kidding me? Look at me. I'm just an average person. What do you mean I shouldn't talk about the money? Instead of feeling bad, they should be thinking, if she can do it, I can do it. But see, you got to change people's way of thinking because they go negative. The average person goes negative. And I have to catch myself and don't say I can't or I won't. I just say, okay, I'm getting this. I mean, I never doubt that I'm going to win a trip. I've never not won a trip. And it just happens because I had Tony. Tony works with me for years, and Tony charted everything. I really miss Tony because she was the organizer, and I'm the brains that comes up with the ideas, how to get there, what to do. And, you know, people will say to me, how do you just get up in front of people and talk, you know, because I don't have a speech written out. I just make bullet points. I learned that from Oprah. Believe it or not, Oprah's from Nashville. Bullet points, like if you get off track, you just write a point that you want to talk about. So the fact that I've been talking about this stuff for so many years, it just comes natural to me because I've heard it over and over, and I've done it over and over. And that's what makes you able to talk to people. Is just doing it over and over and over. I know one time when I was on the cover of our vision, it had a quote for me that it said, Saba is just part of me. It's just in me, you know, and it just is, and it'll be that way for y'all if you just keep on doing the same thing over and over, teaching the same thing over and over. You will not have to look at a sheet. You'll just have it in your brain. Mm-hmm. But that's repeating things is what gets you to where you need to be. Teaching people to do the same thing. Now, I have people that just want to text me and say, can you find out what my numbers are? And da-da-da-da-da. And I say, you know what? You need to call the home office, and you need to find that out because it's kind of like enabling a drug addict or something. I'm enabling them to not be successful by doing everything for them. Mm-hmm. So push them to learn it themselves. I can't just tell you this and you know it. You know, you actually have to do it. And when you really figure out how you're making money is when you start making it and getting. That's how I learned in the beginning years ago. Nobody could ever explain the commission plan to me. So I just started making money, and then I started looking on my check and seeing where it was coming from, and then I started understanding how everything works. And I know Rachel's good at that. Rachel can tell you exactly, you know, where her money's coming from. You know, if something happened and something didn't go in right, and she didn't get paid something, she knows it. So this is your business, and hopefully soon it can be your full-time business. Like I asked Shannon, are you working? Shannon don't like working, you know, full-time. So she's like, I have to move some coffee. Yes.
You guys know what the best feeling is ever in this whole world, in this business? Is when your first generation, your second generation, or your seventh generation promotes up. When they achieve, I got goosebumps right now, you know, because there's no feeling like it in the world.
That
to watch
true.
Others achieve and meet their goals is beyond their goals and beyond what they ever could have imagined. And you help them get there.
And, you know, you're exactly right, Rachel. One of my most rewarding things was when, you know, like Lisa would stand up on stage and thank me for helping her become a millionaire. You know, me and Lisa started with nothing, you know, and I didn't become a millionaire by myself. She made millions of dollars, too. And so did a lot of people under me. A lot of people made a lot of money. And it was, everybody works. So if you teach your people, it's going to propel you up to make this amazing income that can change your whole family's life. Like you can have your kids, you know, start a college fund for your kids. And by the time they're grown, their college is paid for. Start a retirement fund. I encourage y'all to put money aside. Don't just go crazy. You got to pay your taxes. You're self-employed.
Mhm.
I mean, that we made all this money and we didn't even know how much taxes we were supposed to pay. Thank God I sent in $100,000 to the IRS in 2013. And people go, "Oh my gosh, if I had to pay that much taxes, I just wouldn't do it." I said, "Girl, I had to pay $100,000 and make $1 million. Who cares? That's a crazy thing." I had one girl made $80-something thousand, and she had to pay $8,000 in taxes. And she said, "Well, my husband said if I'm going to pay that much in taxes, I'm just going to have to quit." I said, "Well, honey, I will be glad to take your line over." They just don't get the whole deal. Don't be afraid of taxes, because if you make a lot of money, you pay taxes, and that's fine. And when you're self-employed, you have so many deductions and so many benefits. You can take, and I remember one year I rented a cabin and paid $3,000 in Gatlinburg and had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, about 8 couples in there. And when I made money, I shared my money. I didn't ask anybody to pay anything to stay there with me. I paid it all and wrote that off my taxes. So that's where I want to be, where I can do things for y'all, and we can go back and rent those big cabins. And that's my goal, is to be able, for years we had to do women's shows and everybody had to pay their portion. But then when I started making all this money, I paid for the shows in full. And these ladies have been working with me for years, and I can't tell you how much they appreciated that. And they're still here with me because they didn't forget, hey, Rhonda took care of us. Rhonda shared her wealth with us. I've sat in meetings, and I tell you what, I learned this from Julia Smith. I can remember going to meetings and being so broke that I would just pray I won some free products, or, that I won some cash. And Julia, I would watch Julia win stuff in meetings and hand it to people. Like, she won a basket with products. She would take stuff out of there and she would hand me some products. And she had that giving nature. So I remembered how good that made me feel for Julia to give me 3 bottles of Ace that she won, that I could turn around and sell and make $120. That was a big deal to me in the beginning, and I never forgot it. I mean, that's 20 years ago when I first met Julia. But that's why her and Eugene do so well, because they're people. They love people, and they love to help people, and they get it. They know the more people they help, their income takes care of itself. And that is, just keep that in your mind. If I'm helping people be successful, then my income will take care of itself, because you're getting 50% of all those people, like Rachel explained, the 50, the 20, the 10. That adds up. All of these coffee kits, when we designed them, well, I said it's so important that we have an upline bonus, and they all pay upline bonuses. So if you're teaching people to bring people in on these kits, you're getting paid for teaching them, because you're getting an upline bonus on that 6-bottle coffee kit. I think it pays $80 to the enroller, and then I forgot what the upline is. It's like $20 or something. But if you've got a lot of people doing that, $20, cha-ching, 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 it's all adding up. But I always go back thinking about teaching people to pre-sale bottles. Like I was telling y'all, when Lisa was here in Bowling Green, she was sitting everywhere, in the hotel room, in my kitchen table, wherever she was at, she was sending invoices to people. She was pre-selling the coffee before it ever came out. And I think some people were paying her, and they didn't even know what they were getting. She was so excited, they just wanted whatever she had. Excitement is contagious, and that's what people are seeking. They want to be in business with somebody that is fun and happy and excited. And that's why I was always successful, because I wanted to have fun. I didn't want to hang out with miserable people. If they were miserable, they weren't going to travel with me. So I attracted people that were like-minded, and that's what you'll do. So remember that, when all of y'all are like that, because we all hang out together and have a blast. I mean, everybody probably on this call right now is part of our hangout group, but we love it. It's so much better than going to a family reunion. Have you ever been to a family reunion when half of the family's not speaking to the other half of the family?
Yeah.
I like my Saba family a whole lot better to meet up with them at events. So, in closing, if you live close enough to get to Knoxville, be there. Demendra and Tara's coming in. If you don't, then go into your team and find out who lives close enough. And let us know that I'll be there. Let me know that they're there and that they're coming, and I'll recognize them and make them feel special. A lot of times, you don't even have to give people something. Just hearing my name used to make me excited. When the vice president or John Hale or somebody stood on that stage and said my name, they didn't even have to give me nothing. I was over the moon just because they said my name. So remember that when you're working with new people. A lot of these women work from home. They don't get anybody coming in and saying, most husbands, there are a few really special ones, but most of them come in tired from work, and they're not going to come in and say, oh, honey, the house is so clean. Oh, you did all the laundry. Oh, you cooked all the dinner. You don't get that in life. That's just part of our mama job. But we need to hear that, and we get that from Saba. We get our encouragement, our lift up, our recognition from our Saba family. So, yes, we like to hang out, and, I've never not had a good time. I can't even think of any event I've ever been at that I hadn't had a good time. I'm usually wore out, and it takes me a few days to recover, but I have a blast. So, I can't wait to see those of y'all that can make it to Knoxville. I know everybody, the first 50 people, get a coffee cup. The coffee cups are big, and they're not even a big dollar item, but everybody wants them so they can make their videos and their pictures and stuff. I was making a post when we knocked my coffee cup off and broke the handle. Well, you would have, somebody shot me. Steve was like, oh, my gosh, I can't believe you acted that way over a coffee cup. Then I realized I had some extra ones in the box, and I was okay. But I thought, oh, my God, you broke my cup. How am I going to make pictures? So, hey, and y'all been kicking it in these contests. Our team and the people, even not on my team on this call, have been kicking it. So get out there, every one of y'all, and tell your story this week. Demendra is watching. He's watching, and he is so proud of every one of us that gets on there and does a live or a post. And this week he's watching for our stories. Like I did my story on July 4th, just walking around my house. I just did a live, and I said, well, let me tell y'all my story, and just started telling them how I found the house, how Saba allowed me to buy the house, how I walked to the man cave, I walked around the pool. It was full. There was 40 people in there. It looked like the most wonderful life in the world. But and sure, we got challenges, but they say money can't buy you love, but it can sure buy you peace of mind in life if you can pay your bills, if you can help your kids, if you can help your church. I remember being at church one night, and, I was making good money, and they all knew it, but we were in like a Bible study, and they needed $500 for some kind of picnic we were doing at the community park. And you know what? I was able to just sit there and write a check and hand it to them. And it made me feel better than it made them feel. At Christmas, I was able to write $100 checks and put in envelopes. Well, I put $100 bills and give them to people in my life that I knew, my housekeeper. Back then I had a nanny, just different people, even people maybe new in my business that was struggling that I could send $100 to. And that, I would love to just be a person that just gives away money and just, I used to know the name of that, but that word has left me. But
the more people you bless like that, the more things that you do like that, and Saba gives you the capability and abilities to do that kind of stuff, you get blessed 10,000 times more, you know, and it makes you feel good. That makes, you know, that's a blessing in itself. But if you do good for other people and you help other people, you know,
and you can do that. It makes you feel good to help your kids, you know.
Even in our down times, you know, when I wasn't making very much money, you know, not a whole lot, and I still had families that I fed. You know, you go and buy some groceries and take it to somebody. Somebody's hungry.
Yeah.
Somebody needs an electric bill paid. Somebody needs this. You know, and I have a huge family. There's always somebody needs something.
Right.
So
what a difference it makes in their life to pay somebody's $100 electric bill, you know? And they never forget that. People don't forget things like that. You know, you might not think, and when you do things like that, you can't go, oh, they didn't appreciate that. You don't know. People are proud, you know? You just bless them and move on, you know, and don't wait for gratitude. That, like Rachel said, you get blessed for doing good things. So, all of y'all have been amazing people over the years that you've been here, and now it's time for Saba to bless y'all. We have blessed y'all with the coffee. Now y'all just go out and empower the whole freaking universe, as Rachel says, and we're going to lose weight and feel better. All righty, then we're going to get these kids to bed. Thank you, Rachel, so much for being on here tonight and sharing with us. And if you can, we're going to bring you back next week, and we're gonna go through this again until we get it in everybody's heads. And you guys, during the week, write down your questions. Pronounce your sheet.
Thank you, Rhonda, for letting me be on the call tonight.
I love you, Rachel. Have a great week.
Love you.
Everybody have a great week, and just hit us up if you need us.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, ladies.
Thanks. You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Love ya.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Good night.
Night.
Night.